More problems as always. I found out like this side, this end of this board now, this is 5 3/8 on that end right there. This is only on a 40-inch piece. And then this end right here, measured is 5 9/16. So you're talking about an eighth, that's 3/16 of an inch difference right there on that board. Okay. Try another one here. That's just a 5 3/8 skosh over. This here is 5 5/8. I mean, how are you supposed to keep something running level when one end's wider than the other end? I kept fighting and fighting and fighting, and I just wondered, what the crap? Why can't I keep this stuff level? I was seating it down, good, on the tongue and the groove and everything, just like you're supposed to. And some of them ain't, the grooves ain't even cut right. I mean, put it together like that and get it seated down to where it's supposed to seat right there, that way your groove looks uniform. Well, I got some of them don't hardly even have this bevel side right here. It ain't hardly even there. Down on this part down here. It'd be almost non-existent. There won't hardly even be a little bevel there. It's supposed to look like a regular groove, a V groove. And then on some of them, trying to keep it level, I was leaving this end right here. I'd get this end snapped in good and tight down here, and I have to leave this end here kind of just barely touching it down here to keep it, trying to keep it level. And I didn't realize it was wired as I started doing some measuring. I said, my Lord, what the crap? And then the same thing, see, out here is the other problem. I can get this thing out of here without knocking everything over. This right up here is the same way. Now right there is not level anymore. Started off level because I had a laser level. I marked it on the wall there where the boards were going to go. And started off level. And see right up there, right above that door right there. See, this side is 4.5 inches from the top of the board to the top of the door. The other side is a 4 1/8. So it's 3/8 of an inch difference. Now, how are you supposed to make that match up? It's going to probably be the same thing right here at this window when I get to the top of it from this side here to that side there. It's probably going to be different. So how are you supposed to make something look good and match up when you're going around stuff like this and there ain't nothing by God that's, there's the right length? I mean, it's just a continuous battle. I mean, I just don't understand, I just don't understand why come these companies don't have better quality control than this. I mean, my Lord, I mean, I wonder why come I have such a hard time with these other walls I've done. I'll take you around here and I'll show you this also. Um, so I had the same problem over here getting around this window right here. I had to leave some gaps, right there, I didn't seat it down good there, just trying to make that work. I mean, that right there, right above the window. See that board there? If you look at that, I don't know if you can see it on here or not, where those two boards there meet. Let's see if I can zoom in on it. Yeah. Where's that? I'll find it in a minute. Yeah, right there. Well, those two boards there meet, they're not even. Right there, I'm sorry. It meets, they're even at the top, but not down at the bottom. The same thing on this door. That same problem over here. It's narrower down here at one end by the door than it is the other end. I mean, but that wasn't near as bad as that over yonder. I mean, I fought this whole side over here and this whole back side back here. I fought this mess and fought this mess, trying to keep it level. I mean, I got some boards. I don't know if I can tilt it up far enough for y'all to see this or not. Right there, I mean, same thing up there on these. Right here on the end, I had to leave it up a little bit, trying to keep it level. I mean, it was just a constant battle. I mean, you shouldn't have to fight the stuff like this. But, you know, I don't know. I have a really hard time believing they don't have some kind of quality control on some of this stuff. Well, undoubtedly they don't. They just run it through that mill and lickety split. Don't give a crap what it looks like. I guess they don't measure anything. I mean, I don't know the company where it came from. I guess it really don't matter. But, you know, it's just crazy at the stuff you have to deal with when you're trying to build something. You want it to look good. And this is the crap you got to put up with. I mean, it shouldn't be this way. Should be able to make something look good, you know, and but you can't. It's just a never-ending battle. I mean, I just don't understand why come it can't look better than what it does. Well, like I say again, I mean, because nobody gives a rat's ass, I guess. The only thing I can think of. Plus, this temperature feel like it's dropping again. Brr. Of course, it's supposed to get cold tonight. It's supposed to get down into, what is it? It's supposed to get down to the 20s tonight, I think. That's cold. It's cold right now. It's just lunchtime. It's already getting, I can tell it's getting colder. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to do this thing right here. Get it to work out right. I don't know. I don't know if I can make it look right, to be honest. That's kind of sad to say. I don't know. I kind of at a loss at what to even try and do. Try to make it look decent anyway. All I can do is try one. I'll mess it up. I don't know what else to do. $119, 19 and a quarter. Yeah, 119 and a quarter. That's 48 quarter, I think. Well, let's see how bad I can mess this up. 119 and a quarter. Boy, that wind is nippy. That's pretty straight for a change. That's the end it's going to be going right there. So 48 and a quarter, what most of them being. We'll go with that. 48 and a quarter. 48 and a quarter, we'll make it a little shy. Yeah. And the door itself is 39 and 3/4. Well, let's see if there's any difference in the width on this one. That's 4 3/8 on that end. I'm 5 3/8, sorry. That's 5 3. And they're the same on both ends, which ain't gonna do me no good now. Yeah, but like I said, I gotta. Yeah, y'all can see it. Now I got to try and cut this thing out. Shit. Man, this wind is 4.5, and they ain't gonna leave much in there, is it? 4.5. This one here is 4.125. Well, so I'm gonna do this without breaking it. That's the other issue. Get my jigsaw, see if I can use it to cut this thing out. Figure out where it's at. Oh. Well, people, I can't find my jigsaw. Ah, that's right where I put it. Imagine that. I might better get this on a, I'm afraid that's gonna break. Get it on some of us a little bit closer together. Well, uh, uh, see what this is gonna look like. What the fracking hell? Didn't cut out enough. $40 here. I'm telling my doors different widths too. Damn, I tell you, I hate cold weather. It's just miserable to work in. All I know. Seems about to go too far. Not like much, so we'll see how this looks. Come on, damn it. Boy, that ain't pretty at all. Yeah. my French people. I swear it really gets aggravating. Boy, this wind is just killing me. Do the thing with this end. That's not terrible. So I can see it going up over there, though. Damn, I didn't bring up my impact driver. This stuff I have to do to try to make something fit. I got to put in the board above it, put a wedge in it, drive it in, try to get it to line up. It is just really time consuming. I know that I hit it right where there's a gap in it. What the frickety frack? There we go. Now, gotta have about 4 hands to do all this stuff with. Unfortunately, I only got 2. Well, sometimes you just gotta do what you can do. I mean, it was so cold, my daggone big air compressor outside, it didn't even want to run. It was so cold. Of course, I need to put some new oil in. I'm sure I ain't putting it in years. But it don't get used that much, except since I've been building this garage. I've used it a good bit since then. Yeah. Yeah. Oh well. Nothing I can do about some of this stuff. I don't know why I even try to even fuss about it, but I can't help myself. 72 3/4. And this is the worst side to work on too. This garage. It's all unlevel. Everything where they didn't build the pad right. Now on this end, I'll bet it's 1.5 inches, 2 inches up on that corner. Right there's how much that corner's off over there. So now I done forgot. That's sad, ain't it? I always forgot what I was supposed to be. How long a piece I needed? 72 and something, I believe. 72 3/4. 72 3/4. I gotta kind of get it burnt in my brain so I remember. 72 3/4. What happens when you get old? Mind is the first thing that goes, is your mind. $72 3/4. I ain't gonna need this for a little while. I can put it up for now. I don't know if any of y'all people watch my videos or carpenters or do any carpenter work. Whenever you got lumber that ain't up to snuff, that creates a huge problem. Huge problem. Boards just do not look pretty at all. So that's almost 5.5 on that end. 5 3/8 on this end. You know, I mean that's 1/8 of an inch. And some people, well, that's not much. Yeah, it's not much, but whenever you get several boards and you're 1/8 or even 1/16 off, it adds up. You know, when you get 8 boards and just say they're 1/16 off, all right, that's a 1/2 inch. That really throws everything out of whack. Being a 1/16 off or even 1/8 of an inch off, I'll even stand 1/4 in it. Man, when you start getting a 1/4 inch off difference, you're really, really, it's really not going to look good at all. But that's just, one of them things. Just got to deal with it, suck it up and deal with it. And this board here is a little twisted, feels like, right here. Well, we'll see how it fits. Oh, me. Ah. Come on. Well, crap. Brake cannot be caught. Don't care how hard you try. Brake cannot be caught. Yeah, let me go and get this other mess down. My wedges that I put up. I need this down there. Move this around. Round and around she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. Man, I have moved these ladders around and around so much. Fighting this stuff here. Of course, if the lumber's bowed in at all whatsoever, that puts a big kink in it because you gotta. That's why I got these big giant clothespins, you know, to try to help hold some of this stuff in place. Especially when you're trying to do longboard, I had to put 2 or 3 clothespins on it. And I want to make some more because I got. Boy, this wind is something. Ah, man. Yeah. And just having those clothespins makes all the difference in the world, too. I mean, it's everything. They're a lifesaver. I got the idea. I was watching a guy when I was doing my house. I watched a guy on YouTube, and I've never seen it again. And he's the one that made those damn thing. That was it's been over 10 years ago. Probably closer to 12 years. Well, that's probably about 10. And he I thought that was an ingenious idea. So I can't take the credit for it, you know. Don't get me wrong. Got it. wish I knew the video so I could give him credit on mine about it. You know, God, I don't know if I could even find it again. I just happened across it. I was watching people putting up tongue and groove boards, and I just happened across it. And right there is a little bit off right there. Not a lot, just a little bit. Well, I'm going to see if I can get one long one up here on top of this. All the way from that end, all the way down to the window down there. If I can. I get my clothespin back out. Trying to think how would be the best way to do this. To get my measurement. Probably need to get my 40-foot extra wide Fat Max tape. It might work a little better than this DeWalt. Well, I guess I'll cut this off. But that's the problem you run into whenever you got stuff that ain't uniform. And this is long ways, this lumber is a long ways from being uniform. It is just terrible. But one of them things. I mean, you know, I don't know what you can do about it. I mean, like I say, the lumber I got from one company, I never had this kind of problem. Not like this. There might have been a board or two, you know, some were bowed, and I had to take, you know, pull them in, but you know, you're gonna get some bowed board. But whenever they cut uneven, wider one end than it is on the other end, that's a problem, a serious problem. Like I say, I don't know what I can do about it. Anyway, I won't stop it right here. It's enough of this, you know, pissing and moaning. I'm sure people get tired of hearing pissing and moaning all the time. But man, when you got stuff like this you're dealing with and fighting with, it really, really gets on your nerves bad. So, y'all have a good day. I just have to leave it at that.